Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to be doing the birth year book tag, and I was tagged in this by T from An Erudite Adventure. I will link that video down below as well as the original creator's video down in the description. I'll also have the prompts for this also in the description in case you do decide that you want to do this one. This tag, though, looks at both the year of your birth and then the year you turned 18 to pick out some favorite books and movies from those years. And some of this was easy, some of it wasn't so easy, but let's jump in and take a look. So the first question is, have you read any books published in the year you were born? So I remember at some point I did a tag, and so I knew I definitely at least had one book that was published in the year that I was born, that I've read. So there may be others, but when I looked, I wasn't finding anything else that I've read besides Lord of Chaos by Robert Jordan. This is the sixth, I'm messing it up, the sixth book in the Wheel of Time. So of course I have read this quite a few times, Wheel of Time being obviously my favorite series. So Lord of Chaos definitely is a book I've read. And then when it says what's your favorite book that you've read from the year you're born, Lord of Chaos definitely fits there well. This is an excellent book. A lot of great stuff happens here, and, you know, it's a Wheel of Time book, so that's a really easy decision, even if I had some others. And so then it says, if you haven't read any books that were published in your birth year, which ones do you want to read? So there are actually a couple of books that I should be reading hopefully rather soon that were also published in '94, which include Soul Music and Interesting Times by Terry Pratchett. So Soul Music comes first. And this edition apparently was published in '95, but the original stories from '94 and also apparently Interesting Times these are actually the next two books I have in Discworld going in chronological order. So hopefully I'll be getting to them before too terribly long. So I decided to answer that one anyway, even though I have read Lord of Chaos, which is my birth year, but those two are also the same year. So I'm excited to get there. So the year's '94. I don't know if I said that, but... Number 2, have you read any books published in the year you turned 18? So that one was a little bit harder. I was looking, and I looked at a list on Wikipedia and found like nothing. And then I checked a couple of other lists to find stuff published in 2012. So the things that I found include The Emperor's Soul, which technically I think it means the... like this edition wasn't actually published then, but I think like the ebook was. And then... King of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. The hardcover was published in 2012. The paperback was not. And so this version wasn't. So the only one I have that the actual edition and the book itself published in 2012 is The Blinding Knife by Brent Weeks, the library copy I have here. And so I think that one has to win because by technicality it's the only one that actually this physical book was actually published in 2012 and the others weren't. So that one is the, the winner for that category. Prompt number 3 is, out of the last 10 books you read, how many were published before you were born? So I looked and I have 3. Those 3 are Quest for Lost Heroes by David Gemmell, Magician by Raymond E. Feist, and those both published sometime in the 80s. And then Eye of the World, which is published, I think the original one, 92. So not this version, but 92. So just a couple years before. And then the sub-question is, did you prefer them to the newer books that I read at the same time? 100%. So Eye of the World obviously was a reread. I read that book so many times. But Quest for Lost Heroes and Magician were... I was trying to finish Magician at the beginning of the month because I was reading it. It was technically for February. But I loved Magician. I loved Quest for Lost Heroes. And I enjoyed them much, much more. They were the highlight. And then I've been reading books that I enjoyed less for the most part. So yeah, definitely I liked them more than the newer books I've read that are in that same 10 for the most part. Some were good in there too, but there were definitely quite a few in there I didn't care for nearly as much. So then question number 4 is, what's your favorite movie from your birth year and why? So this is where it gets really difficult, because I don't know if you're aware of this, but 94 had so many good movies. And so like I could go on and like have a huge list just for like dumb comedies, which I do like dumb comedy, like Ace Ventura, the first one, Dumb and Dumber, the first one, Naked Gun, 33 and a Third. All those came out. You got things like Stargate's from 94, Forrest Gump is from 94. So there are so many, I'm sure I'm forgetting like something really obvious too that's also from 94, but there are so many great movies and movies that I really enjoy that were first put out in 1994. But I feel like I have to go with The Shawshank Redemption, because how could I not go with The Shawshank Redemption? I mean, that is an amazing movie. So I'm going to pick that one, although there are so many others I could pick. Actually, you know, if I would have thought about it, I have a copy of that I could have gotten to hold up. But I didn't grab it because it's not in my office with my books, and I'm used to grabbing books. So I don't have it here. But the next question, or the last question, is what's your favorite movie that came out from the year you turned 18? So looking back at 2012, there are some I had seen, a lot less that I've seen. So looking through, I went with The Avengers. It looked like probably favorite from 2012. There were some of the others that I had actually seen. I'm like, it wasn't that great. So I'm gonna go with Avengers for that one, and that will be my my pick for that one. So those are my answers for the birth year tag here. So I guess we'll book tag with some movie stuff too. But this was kind of fun just to look, because I did check and I found some things I wouldn't have known this specific year. And when I looked up this before to see like books published the year I was born, that was fun. And I imagine, like I said, if I double check, I could find way more like movies and possibly books too for it. But it was fun to do. So if you do want to do this, I'm not going to specifically tag anybody, but check, like I said, all the information is in the description if you want to do this one as well. Or otherwise, you can definitely let me know what your answers are in the comments, or over in the Wizardly Duo Discord. We have a tag channel too, where even if you don't have a channel, so I mean, if you have a channel, by all means, take this as me tagging you. But if you don't, you can also put your answers there, and then we can have fun discussion there. So it's a lot of fun doing that out in the Discord. But like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. Check out the Discord. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like. And of course, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe.